Gamers, there's only 4 things important in life: sleep, food, water, and grass. Without grass, what will do we have to live? What else would I do on my Saturday afternoons if I'm not mowing like the 30-year-old man that I am? So why not take my passion and love for grass to my favorite video game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Let's touch grass as fast as possible on every track to spread my passion for the green stuff. Also, this video is brought to you by Squarespace, but more on that later. Mario Kart Stadium should be easy. I see some grass right over there, and yep, that took about 1 to 2 seconds. That's pretty fast. Water Park has got some grass, but it looks like it's out of bounds. Maybe I can just jump over this way? Nope, guess not. Okay, well, what about flying on the side here? Oh, this works. Okay, sick. After retrying and going faster, I touched grass in like 35 seconds, and then left right after. I'll take this soft yet brief moment of grass touching instead of none at all. You know what? It's fine. Sweet Canyon doesn't seem to have any grass. I checked the entire track and found nothing around me. I guess the sugar apocalypse finally took over. Even the toads are ruined by what's happened here. Oh, Thwomp ruins. This one is easy. In 3, 2, 1, time! From what I can tell, the grass has grown into the cracks on the road, so I guess I instantly touched it. Although if that doesn't count, then there's grass like 1 second away from me anyway, so we're good. Mario Circuit has a great amount of grass too, although we're unfortunately just a few inches from that luscious, tall grass. Oh man, it was such a close call too. Toad Harbor is a bit of an adventurous one. You can either drive backwards to touch grass in a few seconds, or drive forward for what's roughly the same amount of time. It's nice to have options, isn't it? We all love options. Twisted Mansion was nice and smooth. I just drove to the side in a few seconds. Although, come to think of it, has anyone actually driven in this part of the track? Man, this is really well kept up. Also, this is the first time I'm noticing the sign says Ghost Clock. But hold on, which ghost? A Boo? A Behemoth? Bruiser? Dude, Bruiser would be such a sick Mario Kart character, just saying. Shy Guy Falls has grass on the side. Whoops. Shy Guy Falls also has grass on the sides. I'm so glad this game supports my favorite part of life. You might think Sunshine Airport would never have grass. I mean, it is an airport after all. But thankfully, they care about the greater good and we can touch it out of bounds. If only I could spend more time. Wait! There's a whole ass road down here! Since when? Dolphin Shoals does make dreams come true. Finally, I can touch tall grass and then just live there. What a truly amazing experience. Electrodrome seems like a place with no grass. And yep, I drove around and didn't find even one speck of it. What a shame that is. So Mount Wario, it's a bit of a colder climate. I drove down the whole mountain and didn't find any grass, but hear me out. What if there's grass hiding underneath this snow? I mean, we are surrounded by trees, and trees are often surrounded by grass. I mean, let's just think about it, people. When it snows in your backyard during the winter, that doesn't mean that your grass doesn't exist anymore. It's still there. So let me know in the comments if Mount Wario is hiding grass from us, and I did actually touch it, we just can't see it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cloud Top Cruise has grass on the sides. Ha ha ha. No, it doesn't. Those are clearly vines. They're two very different things. I was honestly losing all hope until I landed on the question mark block and I found, grass? I guess this could also be moss, but it kind of looks like grass too, so I'm counting it as grass whether you like it or not. Bone Dry Dunes seems like it'd be a total dud, but I got lucky and I found a couple of patches about halfway in. You know what they say, grass is greener on the other side of bones and sand, right? That's what they say, right? Bowser. I had serious doubts that Bowser's Castle would have any sort of respect for grass, and I was right. I couldn't find any, and I'm not surprised. I mean, Rainbow Road is in space, space doesn't have oxygen, and grass kind of needs that to flourish? So yeah, there's no grass here either. Yoshi's Circuit has some grass a few seconds into the track, but also these lovely flowers. Look at them. They're beautiful and also indestructible to my car. Excite Bike Arena supports grass so much that I can touch it within a couple seconds, and I can drive around the entire track while I'm on it. There may not be a lot of grass on Dragon Driftway, but at least there's some on this little ramp shortcut. Oops. Well, there's some right here too, so now I'm happy. Mute City is a pretty futuristic place. It's nothing but roads here. I only saw a tiny bit of grass way out in the distance, but Lekka2 won't let me go over there, that freaking fool. Baby Park was thoughtful enough to have a bit of grass too. In fact, they even planted all these sunflowers. I thought Cheeseland was going to be a disappointment, but wow, look at that plant. Well, I kind of missed the jump. Ah, crap. Wait, there's grass right there. I knew I could count on you. Wildwoods is one of those funny tracks where going backwards is a faster method to touching grass. We got this nice little ramp here, and there you go. Fresh, pixelated grass. Animal Crossing is one of the fastest places to touch grass, thankfully. It's on the side as you'd expect at this point. Moo Moo Meadows has a tiny amount of the edges for us to touch, which is nice, although I wish I could become friends with these cows. They seem like such nice guys. There is some grass in Mario Circuit, of course, but I do have a question about these toads. The Shell Cup chalkboard behind them has a bunch of teams, but where the heck is Team Diddy Kong? You guys got any answers, or are you just gonna give me the silent treatment? Oh, okay. I see how it is. Cheep Cheep Beach was a surprising one. Going backwards and plowing into this tiny line of grass was good enough to touch that luscious grass. Toad's Turnpike was a bit of a doozy. Now you'd think, oh boy, another city track with no grass. But nope, I found some way out there in the background, so I've just been teased and I can't touch it. Dry Desert is not that dry. Turning Around has an oasis, and hey, what does that mean? Super tall grass to touch! There's also the usual length grass here too, so we've got a nice little variety. And Donut Plains 3 has grass, who would have thought? Royal Raceway has grass too. Oh, wait, hold on a second. The piranha plant doesn't hurt you when you touch it? What kind of sense does that make? DK Jungle has grass too, and I'm honestly getting tired of it being on the sides at the beginning. Come on, let's change it up, Nintendo. Aha, now that's more like it. Wario Stadium doesn't seem to have much grass at all. Or, well, I guess none, but, well, better than... to my surprise, even Sherbetland has grass. I bet you've never even paid attention to the fact that it's right there, living underwater in all of its glory. Music Park has a bit of grass too, but I'm not that surprised. This track is well known to giving joy to all that behold it. Yoshi Valley has grass on the side too, how lovely. And apparently this place is a wild Yoshi sanctuary? Yeah, sure, a valley like this is totally safe. Tick-Tock Clock was not so kind to us. Apparently you can't grow grass near clocks. Wait, you can? Alright, you know what? This track is inaccurate and it sucks. Ha! Bet you didn't see that coming, Piranha Plant Slide. Ooh, you stealthy little grass. You didn't think I'd see you. Now, surprise, surprise, Grumble Volcano has 0 grass for us. I even checked the alternate paths, and there was nothing but disappointment. Once again, Rainbow Road does not have any grass. But I do have to wonder if the city down below does. I mean, there are trees. There could be patches of grass down here potentially. Wario's Gold Mine may have gold, but not any valuable gold. Yeah, we all know that grass is basically gold because it's healthy and good for us, but it can't be found here. Well, another Rainbow Road, another lack of grass sightings. Except that wasn't true because there's some way at the bottom! Oh, come on, Lakitu, I need to get down there! He's not gonna let me, is he? Maybe we'll get lucky with Ice Ice Outpost. Or so I thought. I think it's just a little too chilly for grass to survive in these conditions, you know what I'm saying? At least Hyrule Circuit has grass. And also, what the heck is this guard? Is that a Zelda character? Is he some sort of common guy I should know about? I don't know! Neo Bowser City didn't have grass either, which is a real shame. And also, why is it always raining here? Like, seriously, there's never a dry spell every time I show up. Ribbon Road didn't have much of anything either, although if I had to take a wild guess, there's grass outside of this room. Yes, I can see trees in the window, so there is some hope. Now we're in Subway Surfers, and things are looking promising. We got a bunch of plants out here, and it took me a while to realize that there's grass at the end. So after a reset, bam, 5 or so seconds. Big Blue has a lot of grass, but none of it is reachable. Stupid Lakitu keeps pulling me away from my most wanted desire. Paris Promenade has a lot of plants, but no grass until we get to this water fountain part. And yes, I realize it doesn't look like grass, but that's not my problem. Toad Circuit has grass a couple seconds away, but again, it just looks like the color green. I'm starting to think this is fake grass, fake gaming. Choco Mountain seems like it'd be a disaster, but would you look at that? There's a few grass hairs poking out of the dirt. Even Coconut Mall has grass. By touching this out of bounds section, we are in the clear, even if only for a moment. Tokyo Blur had some grass with a bit of driving. Also, my goodness, these are some big flowers. Look at this, they're bigger than my freaking head. Shroom Ridge's grass is close by, and I guess it looks slightly better again. I'm really missing my semi-realistic looking grass. Don't you guys miss it too? Sky Garden had a bit of a slow entry, but I'll take it. There's still grass somehow growing on a cloud, so I'm not gonna complain. Ninja Hideaway does have a lot of nature like bamboo and trees, but shockingly there's no grass around. I checked all the paths and didn't even find one strand. I just want to give a huge shout out to the goat that is Central Park. New York Minute has grass because of it, and I've never been more satisfied. Mario Circuit 3, however, had nothing but sand. This is actually the first Mario Circuit track to not have it included, and to say I'm ashamed is putting it lightly. Hey, look at that! Calamari Desert has grass! Well, okay, I don't think this actually counts. Ah, yes, there we go! That's more like it. Waluigi Pinball, on the other hand, had no grass. It's not that surprising though, because it's a pinball track, and apparently it's an overrated track now. Dude, this new narrative shift is breaking my brain. People don't think this track is the best one anymore. What? Sydney Sprint had grass a few seconds away, which is all I needed. We might be in front of the Sydney Opera House, but honestly, everything I could want is right here. Screw this stupid house. Snowland has the same problem Mount Wario has. I know there's at least an 83% chance that grass is hiding underneath the snow, but I can't really confirm that. Mushroom Gorge has plenty of grass at least, and plenty of big flowers. Look at this, King Boo is smaller than this one flower. How is that even possible? Sky High Sundae had some plants, and that's about it. Again, this is a food-themed track, so I wouldn't really want grass in my ice cream, let's just be real. London Loop had more than enough grass for me, so that's pretty exciting. Boo Lake also has some grass, we just need to hop onto... Whoops. Okay, I just need to drive onto there, and there we go. Huh. You know, this doesn't really look like grass the more I stare at it. I mean, like, seriously, the color from the boards in this so-called grass is so similar that I don't even know if it's real or not. It took a while to fly down here, but Rock Mountain has a ton of grass for us to touch and roll around in. It's a little close, but Maple Treeway's grass is technically touchable, even if it's just the very tip. That still counts if you ask me. Berlin Byways was incredibly annoying. Would you believe me if I said I can't hop over this tiny little sidewalk to touch all of this grass around me? Like seriously, what's the problem here? But thankfully, on the second lap, I get access to a glide ramp. So I took that ramp and oh my god, Lakitu! He kept pulling me away before touching the grass, but it still seemed like I could touch it for a frame. So I tried it several times, and eventually I got it! Hell yeah! Oh, okay, I guess this works too. It's a little bit faster. Yay! Peach Gardens was a lot easier. I could just touch the tip of this grass and what the hell? I'm clipping through the grass? Merry Mountain also has grass, and look at that, it's winter time. See, I told you guys the grass is hiding underneath the snow. You didn't believe me before, now you have to believe me. Wait a minute, I'm clipping through this grass too? And then we have another Rainbow Road, and big surprise, no grass. But Amsterdam Drift had some. It's kind of a given, but the more grass there is, the merrier. Riverside Park had a lot of grass as well. This is starting to feel like another instance where nobody's actually driven behind this huge tree. Whoa, you can actually get across. They should have put like a 1-up or something back here. Okay, so DK Summit probably doesn't have grass hiding underneath the snow this time. I don't know, I'm just getting a hunch that it's just not there on this track, but you tell me. Then there's Yoshi's Island, and that has, grass? I mean, yeah, it's orange, but I don't know, maybe it's really dried out? Like, you know how grass tends to yellow when it doesn't get water? I think that's what's going on here. Bangkok Rush forces you to drive to the second lap, but you can touch grass at least. And once again, you can't hop over this sidewalk to touch grass that's way closer to us. Thank you, game. But then we move on to Mario Circuit, and that has grass right next to us. Again! Dude, I still can't believe they had the gall to add 4 different Mario Circuit tracks. It's just crazy. Waluigi Stadium didn't have what I was looking for. It was just a bunch of gross-looking dirt crappy crap poo-poo shit. There's grass in Singapore Speedway, though. Hey, that's my family! Oh my god! Hi, Uncle Frank, Aunt Grace, and hey, I was talking to them! Anyway, hey, it's good to see you all. Dude, that's my family! Well, I guess I'll catch up with them later. Athens Dash had some grass behind me, and it's pretty close by. Dude, I freaking hate Lakitu. He's such a little bitch. Fine, I'll touch the grass here. There, are you happy? Oh, of course you're not. You're never happy. Daisy Cruiser did not go well. I found a tiny patch of grass that I couldn't reach, and there wasn't any more anywhere else on the ship. Moonview Highway's grass is at an awkward spot, but technically it counts, doesn't it? Squeaky Clean Sprint isn't as clean as you'd think. Inside the drainage pipe, I found what I think could be grass, although I don't know, this could definitely just be food grime, but hey, it kind of looks like grass, so I'll count it. I was a bit uncertain about Los Angeles laps until I realized the baseball stadium has some grass of its own. Hooray for America's pastime! Sunset Wilds, despite what they all said, has no grass. All I managed to see was a cactus and some sand. Not even a freaking sunset showed up. Koopa Cave has some grass as well. It's just a short drive into the distance and not much more. And the same for Vancouver Velocity. Oh my god, dude, there's so many tracks in this game. How is there still 8 after this? Romavanti has grass too. Ooh, hey, look at that fire. That is a nice fire animation. DK Mountain has grass too. Yay! I know this is really pushing it, but I'm definitely touching the grass at Daisy Cruiser. The front wheels are barely scraping it, and I think that's close enough. Again, Piranha Plant Cove is close, but I would also count this tiny line of greenery to be grass as well. I'm sure you'd agree. Madrid Drive has a nice chunk of grass here. I was starting to get worried I wouldn't find anything. Rosalina's Ice World supposedly has grass under the snow, but that's just a rumor. If you don't count that, then, well, I guess there's this seaweed. Oh, that's not really the same thing. Bowser's Castle 3 did not have any grass, and finally we're at the last track. It's Rainbow Road yet again, so of course I didn't find grass here either. Is there grass in this brand deal though? Yes! Squarespace is the best and most powerful place to create the slickest websites. New to Squarespace is the Fluid Engine, a next-generation design system that makes it even easier to make a website. There's also Squarespace extensions that connect your store to vetted third-party tools to extend functionality, and the analytics page makes it easy to see who's visiting your site and where people are coming from. Last year, I put together a website for my YouTube series, Bandy's Universe, and I'm still keeping it up to date because of how easy it is to manage and organize the content. So with that, go to squarespace.com/Nathaniel to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. The link is in the description. And there you have it. I touched grass in a lot of different tracks. So overall, we had quite a bit of luck with exploring the beauty that is nature. I hope you learned something valuable on our voyage today. I'll see you all soon.